Hey, now check it out. Today is completely different than other days because I have a job for you. Now, it works like this. I have a new song here. The music was written by Alex Bustos. Y'all who live in Austin, you probably know Alex Bustos. He used to play in the band a lot with me. But then he joined the Marines, and he's off in Colorado or something now. But anyway, the point is that it's this new song, and it's a chance to help me fix the world with the new song, because I could change the lyrics now while I'm learning it. And even though I thought today I would just be able to breeze through all the rest of the songs and fix them up, I had two obstacles today. One, I woke up with vertigo this morning. I mean, you know how when you feel like your head is spinning really, really badly? And I still feel it a little bit because it makes you feel nauseous, but it's not bad enough to stop living. And anyway, it took way longer to work on this song than I thought, because there's just so many decisions to make. And what I'd like to do is for you to tell me about some parts of the songs that I'm a little iffy about. Okay, so here we go. Listen to the song, and I'll stop in the middle or where I have my anxieties and ask you about it. Okay, so here we go. Oh, if you want to practice playing along, it's E, 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 G sharp, A, E, 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 A, G, E, 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 G sharp, A, G, and then the chorus is G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, A, G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, B, 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 B. Okay, so that's the chords. And so let's see how it goes. Notions on the page, my buddy's playing the guitar. We're playing music in a rage, like we don't know who we are. Put the guitars in the car, it's been a long, long week. Let's go head out to the ocean, meet the women on the beach. We're not making much money, but maybe there'll be time for that. We gotta keep on playing music before we get too old and fat. I feel a little bit hungry, I keep eating by the gulls. Stop and get a bunch of groceries and fix a big old pot of pho. Here's the lead. Thanks for teaching me some guitar. I'll practice by myself, and the next time that you see me, I won't ask for so much help. I'm glad you got a guitar, and I guess it was your dad's. I bet he's got you to use it, and it doesn't make him sad. Put the guitars in the car, it's been a long, long week. Let's go out to the ocean, meet the women on the beach. Did you write some awesome lyrics? Did you read them to your class? Does she think they are about her? Guess you're moving pretty fast. Okay, here we go. Oops. I forgot I had the loop on there so that it goes to the beginning automatically. Okay, so there it is. It says, did you write some awesome lyrics? Did you read them to your class? Does she think they are about her? Okay, so that's potentially kind of mean in a way. And then it gets reinforced a little bit later in the song. So I just want to know, is it really like, how mean is that? You know, to know that it isn't about her, but somebody might think that it is about them, and it, you know, how bad is that? Because I could put another chorus in there or something. But anyway, here we go. There's one more like that. Okay, wait a second.
Help! I'm glad you found a guitar, and I guess it was your dad's. I bet he's glad you learned to use it. Now he doesn't make him sad.
Put the guitars in the car. It's been a long, long week. Let's go back to the ocean. Meet the women on the beach. Did you write some awesome lyrics? And did you read them to your class? Does she think they are about her? Guess you're working pretty fast. But if that's the way you want it, well, that's okay with me. Sometimes a steady girlfriend teaches something good to eat. Okay, so see, there it is again. It's like taking it for granted that you're not going to be together forever. Now, you're definitely not going to be together forever with everyone in your entire life, you know, especially when you're a kid. Like, this is a kid beach rock song, okay? So you're not going to be with everyone that you're with your whole life. I mean, it's nice when that happens. You know, you read about grandparents that met their girl at the dance, and they've been together their entire lives working on the farm. You know, that's beautiful, you know. But at the same time, they didn't, you know, probably read about alternate sex, you know, like 69, and, you know, and they probably ended up making a baby the first time they had sex, you know. And so there's an unrealistic possibility that if you don't know that you can be 100% safe from having kids and still have all the sex you want, because you don't just start having regular missionary sex, you know, from the first time. You know, because it's kind of embarrassing to young kids to even get to that point of having sex, okay? And so it's like one of the hardest lessons to learn, that when you're old like me, you're going to remember every girlfriend you ever had in your life, and it's going to be, and that's probably why there are guys walking on the side of the road going, hey, because they're remembering when they broke up with somebody, you know. And whether it was their fault or the girl's fault, it doesn't matter. You kind of pretend that the other one might have been at fault, you know, because you got to get out of it because of your job or your college, or you're not able to have a girlfriend and continue getting smarter. And so anyway, that was a long the idea is it too mean to know ahead of time that you might not have this girlfriend forever, but she'll teach you how to cook something that you like? You know, every girlfriend I've ever known taught me some awesome food that, you know, made my palate much more extended and interesting. But you don't talk about it. But if you do, then maybe someone else will be more careful as they go through relationships, knowing that that both of you are going to get your feelings hurt. You know, it's because whether you get your feelings hurt when you're a kid at the time that it happens, or when you're old and you're remembering, you know, that, oh wow, they probably felt bad when we left, you know, or when we broke up. But really, at the time, you sort of make yourself think, wow, no one would miss me anyway, you know, or either I'm so great, you know, I get to do whatever I want, you know. So anyway, that is the part right there that I could really use some feedback about. I'll play that with the end again here.
Moving pretty fast. So if
That's the way you want it, well, that's okay with me. Sometimes a steady girlfriend teaches you something good to eat.
they said they'd meet us here
Tomorrow,
tomorrow, so we smell like beach again. Everybody's coming with us, and I'm glad you are my friend.
so I hope you get what I'm saying and you tell me what you think about this idea. Because I could make up a whole new verse actually. You know, the verse could say something like, I'm glad you wrote some lyrics. Or, did you write some awesome lyrics? Did you read them to your class? Does she think they are about her? Or instead say, does she know they are about her? Guess you're moving pretty fast. And then confuse it at the end by leaving that other lyric the same that says, it says, excuse me.
Sometimes a steady girlfriend teaches something good to eat
Wait.
pretty fast. So if that's the way you want it, then that's okay with me. Sometimes a steady girlfriend teaches something good to eat. They said they'd meet us here tomorrow.
Okay, see, now, if the first one said, does she know they are about her? Then when it gets to this one, sometimes a steady girlfriend teaches something good to eat. You know, you haven't warned people in the song that you kind of take it for granted that the relationship is going to end. So anyway, you got the idea. Give me some good information and I'll probably have it fixed up for tomorrow night and move on to the next song after that. See where we are on safelylimitless.com and oh, hey, how about this? Since I played a bunch of stuff, let me play you a song that might be on the set list. Okay. And this one, I think it might be too sad to have on the set list. It goes. evening of the day. I sit and watch the children play. Smiling faces I can see, but not for me. I sit and watch as tears go by. My riches can't buy everything. I want to hear the children sing, but all I hear is the sound of rain falling on the ground. I sit and watch as tears go by. It is the evening of the day. I sit and watch the children play. They're doing things I used to do, and they think they're new. I sit and watch as tears go by. Who sang?